The second issue is that she lives near the disposal of the village's waste, the liquid waste. There is a channel, a drain that takes it very close to her house. That is an open drain, and she lives very close to it. And she has, in fact, her family has spoken to the village panchayat authorities and the others, but all to no avail. So there are two problems. One is disposal of solid waste of the city in Mandur, which is about 1 kilometer from her residence, and less than 5 meters from her house is the drain which runs carrying the village's liquid waste, that is the sewage, not the solid waste, the sewage. So that is the second part of the problem. So both these will have to be inquired into and investigated, and they will have to find out who is really the culprit, whether it is the disposal of the solid waste or the sewage that flows very close to her house by way of an open drain and which ends near her house. That is the primary problem. There is no continuity from beyond her house, so it all comes and collects as a pool from near her house. So they will have to investigate and see whether, first of all, if the death has been caused due to this, and second, who is really to blame. Nishchita?
Right, absolutely. Thank you, Bansi, for joining us with all those details. Well, my colleague Bansi had just a few days back interacted with this woman, Narayanamma, who has unfortunately breathed her last. Now, she had been suffering from numerous respiratory issues, and that has been a common occurrence in and around the villages of Mandur, is what we understand, thanks to the garbage being indiscriminately dumped here, unsegregated garbage, which includes all sorts of waste, from medical waste to electronic waste to kitchen waste. Everything is mixed up and dumped here. That makes it all the more toxic, and the soil here is polluted, the water is polluted, and so is the air polluted. People here have been suffering from numerous ailments, be it skin allergies or breathing problems or internal ailments, thanks to the contaminated water that they are forced to consume. Well, the BBMP on one hand is claiming that it's all well, but is it really? Well, my colleague Nolan now joins us back on the phone line. Well, Nolan, the Chief Minister is expected to meet the villagers of Mandur, but now with the protest gaining intensity, can we really expect the mayor to go there and stay there and spend a few days with the villagers here, as their demand stays the same? They want 8 more months of time to do some sort of a magic that they couldn't do in the last 1 year.
Very simple put it, the Chief Minister needs to be extremely brave to go there. The mayor requires to be extremely, one could put it in other words, he needs to be much more braver than the Chief Minister to head over there, because they believe that it is the BBMP which is actually causing this problem. Now, the government can always say that it was the BJP government last year. They can put the blame, but the BBMP has been there. They do know this problem. It's been going on. Now, what's going to create more havoc over here is that the villagers there have decided, in fact, they had a meeting with the freedom fighter Doreswamy on Wednesday. They decided that from tomorrow onwards, they will go on a satyagraha, basically a fast unto death, to stop the BBMP from actually going ahead with their work. So on one side you have that's happening, you have the mayor planning to go there, you have the Chief Minister also planning to go there, and now to create more havoc, this particular lady who has lost her life. So it's a very dangerous conundrum of what's happening. But if the Chief Minister goes there, speaks to them, sort of convinces them, because again, we must remember, the mayor is very different. The Chief Minister, people might just listen to him. If he can actually convince them that give Bangalore about 6 months and they will find an alternative, maybe the people might listen to them. But as of now, from what it looks like, the people coming out and protest, keeping the corpse of this particular lady out there, things are actually going to get messy.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details. Well, certainly things are going to get messy, and is the BBMP coming up with a better solution than convincing these villagers who are in no mood to be convinced? Well, Kempaiah, the former IFAS officer who retired from his post of ADGP, was expected to be appointed as the security advisor to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. But after several protests, Siddaramaiah has come out and clarified that Kempaiah will not be his security advisor, rubbishing all claims that he has also mentioned that Kempaiah's news was a mere rumor. Well, the rumor went on for quite a few days, if it was one, and it is said that close to 15 Congress MLAs had even written to the Chief Minister expressing their dissent over the appointment of a former top cop to a position that is considered equivalent to a cabinet rank. Kempaiah, although is known for numerous activities and deeds during his stint as a top cop, is also said to be in the radar for providing false documents as far as his caste certificates were concerned. So Kempaiah not exactly had a clean, did not exactly have a clean past as a top cop as well. Let's listen to what the Chief Minister had to say.
ಆ ಸುದ್ದಿನೇ ಇಲ್ರಿ, ಏನ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಸುದ್ದಿನ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಸುದ್ದಿ ತಗೊಬಂದು ಕೆಂಪಯ್ಯನವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರಂತೆ, ತಿಮ್ಮಯ್ಯನ್ ಮಾಡಿರಂತೆ.
ಇವರು ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
ಇಲ್ಲ 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 ಯಾವ್ದು ಆ ಥರದ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Well, that was the Chief Minister dismissing the idea and went on to say that it was false news that had been spread and that there was never a decision taken to make Kempaiah the security advisor. This probably puts to rest the dissent within the party, but was it really a rumor or was it a step taken to quell the dissent is something that we have to ask. Well, he looks like a well-bred man and gives the impression that he is highly cultured. But once you know of his deeds, you would want to give him one tight slap.
Going by this man's looks, he seems like a thorough gentleman. But, yes, it is a big but, appearances are deceptive. This man you see on your screens may look gentlemanly, but his deeds are lustful to say the least. Meet David E. James. He also operates with aliases. One of his other names is Dawood. Well, while the more infamous Dawood Ibrahim is one of the most wanted criminals in India, this Dawood was also one of the most wanted criminals, especially by women. This man has literally been a nightmare for many women. Though these women were put through hell by Dawood, many did not have the courage to come out in the open and oppose him. But there was one woman who was an exception. She spoke out against him and is vehemently fighting to seek justice. This woman works in a prestigious company. Dawood manufactured fake marriage documents and went on spreading lies that he had married her. He even threatened her that he would get her bones broken if she even dared to speak about this issue. But this woman was not the one to be bogged down by his threats. She lodged a police complaint against him. And the moment other women who fell prey to his antics came to know about this, they too dared to come out in the open and take him on. You may find it difficult to believe this, but yes, Dawood has married more than 20 women. He would marry them, stay with them for a few months, then extort money and flee. Though a Christian, he made it a point to marry Muslim women as Christianity forbids polygamy.
ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಯಾಕೋ ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ನೀವು ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ, ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನದಿಂದ ಇವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ನಾವು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದೇ, ನಾವು ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದೇ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, 4 ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ, ಏನು ಹುಡುಗಿದು ವೀಕ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು.
One of his victims was a woman who migrated to Karnataka from Kerala in search of a job. Dawood befriended her. Later, he also became intimate with her and promised to marry her. They even lived in for a year and a half, but later he deserted her. And for those 1.5 years, this woman went through plenty of hardship. When she came to know that a woman had dared to lodge a complaint against Dawood, she too joined her.
ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಕೈ ಕಾಲು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಟೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆ ರೂಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಅಮ್ಮಗೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಈಗ ಆ ಅಮ್ಮ ವಿತೌಟ್ 53 ಇಯರ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಅಮ್ಮ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ಆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಗು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ಅಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಹೆಂಗು. ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ವ ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಸುಮಾರು ಟಾರ್ಚರ್. ಆ ಅಮ್ಮದು ರಿಬ್ ಒಂದು ಒಡೆದು ರಿಬ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಫಿಂಗರಿಂಗ್ ಒಡೆದು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಗ್ರಹಚಾರ, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅವರು.
It is indeed disgusting, but the story simply refuses to end here. It is not just these women who have been cheated. You will be shocked to know that he allegedly molested a class 10 girl in the name of taking tuitions for her. Now he has been caught. The day we produced him before the court, he was remanded to judicial custody. Presently, there are 3 cases against him. Once we get him into our custody, we will carry out more investigation. Well, a deceiver or a charlatan like him needs to be taught a befitting lesson. Playing with the lives of women is indeed condemnable. Nagendra Babu, News 9, Bengaluru.
All parents strive to provide the best of everything for their children, and a specially abled child needs special attention. Take a look as to what a father did for his son.
In an Indian family, the eldest son is expected to shoulder the family's responsibility. Parents in their old age seek refuge in his arms. But what if that son is mentally challenged? Take a look at how Shasha Wali met the challenge. Police officer Shasha Wali is a proud father of a mentally challenged boy, Faizan Ahmed. Faizan was diagnosed with a psychiatric disorder at the age of 6. But his father never lost hope in him. Instead, he has been training Faizan to play badminton for the past 10 to 12 years. Now he is a proud father as Faisal has emerged national champion in para badminton.
ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಿದ್ದಾಗಲಿಂದ ಅವನು ಟೈಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಶಟಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ಮಿಂಟನ್ ಆಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿಮಾಂದ್ಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಾಲೆ ಅದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿಸ್ಸಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು, ಅವರು ಇವನು ಕೂಡ ಆಡ್ತಾನೆ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ಮಿಂಟನ್, ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆಯವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಕೇಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಸರ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಡಲ್ ಆಯಿತು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು. ತದನಂತರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಿಂದಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಡಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತು 2015ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವ US ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇದೆ ಡಿಸೇಬಲ್ ಹುಡುಗರದ್ದು ನಡೆಯುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷ ಶಾಲೆಯಿಂದನೇ ಕಳಿಸಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Faizan is a proud owner of many gold medals. He has won gold medals at the Bellary State Level Para Badminton Championship and also at the Ajmer National Level Para Badminton Tourney. In 2015, he will take part in the International Para Badminton Championship in the United States.
ದೇವ್ರದೇ ಸರ್, ದೇವ್ರದೇ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅವನಂತೂ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಭಾಳ ಇದು ಅದರ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅವನಿಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅದು ಆಗಲಿ ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಇತ್ತು. ಏನೋ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೂ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇದು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು, ಅವರಾಗಿ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿವಿ. ದೇವ್ರದೆಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕು, ಸ್ಟೇಟು, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ಲು. ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ದೇವ್ರದೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
We have come across many success stories of specially able children. This story is truly special as this boy, who has limited control over his thought process, has become a national champion and will now take part on an international stage. Basavaraj for News 9, Bellary.